Hello, it's Colette into my channel. Thank you to all the new subscribers because there's been a lot of you over the last month, and I'm so delighted. And I welcome you all to this little channel, which is for us all, not just me. And please like and comment and share if you can. But meanwhile, this is your weekly tarot card for week commencing Monday, the 13th of November 2017. And I've got rather a raw throat this week. I think there's been colds going around, and being a Taurian, it always settles in my throat, but we'll do the best we can. So this is your weekly tarot card. It's rohrig deck as usual, and it is the Four of Wands. It says completion on it. Has a large kind of disc, and some people can look at this and think it's a disc or pentacles card, but it's not. It's a wands. But it's got the four wands in the kind of circle or globe, and circles are always about things that keep going and going and going. There's no start and no end to a circle, so it's interesting that the four wands are in the circle, because is anything ever complete? Is it maybe just part of a continual circle? And that's where the card can give some problems. But in general, the completion aspect of this card is about looking at where you are and what you've achieved so far. And yes, you may have more to do with a certain project. Oh, here comes Nelly. Just let her settle down. She'll be fine. You may be not near the end of a project, but you might be at a stage where you can very much see the end in sight. You know what you've completed, you know what still needs to be done, and it's about taking a wee pause and appreciating that you've come this far. Yes, there may be another circle starting, another cycle, but sometimes it's good to mark how far we've come in life, because yes, life is a circle. We have seasons, we have menstrual cycles, we birth to death, and it wouldn't be the same if we didn't mark things in our life, even though it's an ongoing circle. And this is a very sort of practical card that reminds us to do that in all areas of life. So if we look at it in general, it means that there'll be things that you're sitting down and looking at and deserve to give yourself a pat in the back for, deserve to give yourself, right, we've come this far, we've achieved this much, and maybe even have a wee pause. Number fours in the tarot are about stability. They're about having a sense that things are okay and they're secure. So if you think about that aspect as well, yeah, you may have other things to do, but while you're secure and stable, why not have a wee pause? Why not pat yourself on the back? Why not enjoy the fruits of your labour so far? Now, in my little tarot book, Tarot Novice to Pro, this is my book that came out about 6 years ago, still spells lovely. Basically, in this I remind this card, it reminds me of a scene from the old film Witness. Those of you that are too young for that can Google it, and it's the barn raising scene where basically they have to get the barn up in from daylight to dusk to get it up and claim the ground or whatever, and all the Amish get together and the families, communities come together to get this barn raised, and they do it in time. And then they all just stand back and look at it like, yeah, it's not fully up, but it's there. And to me, that scene from that movie is this card. So go and have a wee look at it, go Google it or YouTube it or something and see the barn raising scene. And when they get to the end of it, that's the Four of Wands. Now, what does it mean in career? Excuse me, frog in throat again. What does it mean for career? Again, it's very much of taking a wee look at how far you've come, what you've achieved, the good things you've done, the things that you've got over. You know, in careers, we sometimes have a lot of obstacles, and sometimes just getting over the obstacles is enough. Acknowledge that one cycle may be complete and there's work to be done in another cycle, but pause, pat yourself on the back. enjoy where you are just now and know that it's leading or has led to a period of stability and security. And if we look at health, it's very, very similar. If you started, say, this year, an exercise program and you've kept up with it and your health's getting better, this is the time not to stop it. I'm not saying that, but to stop within yourself and say, look how well I've done. I've got my heart rate down, or I'll do X amount of steps a day that I never did back then. If you've been through treatment for maybe diseases or injuries that have brought you to a level where it's like, yeah, I can manage certain things now, that's the time to say, well done me. Well done me. I've achieved the completion of a level. And if you want to stay there for a couple of days, fair enough. If you want to have a break, then fair enough. Not in medication or stuff, I don't mean that. But generally, it's a time to be chuffed with yourself. I don't think people give themselves enough pats in the back. I don't think we give ourselves enough cheers. I've got friends and family that cheer me on all the time. Everything new I start, or if I go through a bad health period and I come out the other end, I've got people cheering me on, and we don't cheer ourselves. So I'd like you to cheer yourself on with any health issues that you've moved forward with this week. If we look at love and partnerships, long-term relationships can sometimes be up and down, but it's good to sit and take a break and with your partner say, well, we're 6 years into it and look what we've achieved. We've achieved this, and we're fine, we're good. And what can we do to celebrate that? Let's have a date night. Let's go and do something. Let's renew our vows. Let's think about a baby. All these things, oh my goodness, they're there to be celebrated. The fact that marriages and partnerships and relationships have sort of weathered the storms should be celebrated. It shouldn't be, oh, that's okay, we made it. It should be, bloody hell, we made it. So please celebrate your partnership with us. Yes, I know it's a wands card. It's more about career and inspiration and energy, but we've got to look at the card in each area that it falls and bring out that meaning as it pertains to that area. With wealth, again, it may be time to look at certain saving plans you've got, see if they're paying out or see if they are worth it, and have a wee look and then say, well, yes, that's okay, I'll leave that where it is, or no, we'll change that because it's not as secure as we thought it was, or whatever. So it's a time about looking at how your money situation is, congratulating yourself if you managed to pay off a bit of debt, or you've got a piggy bank with even £15 in it, who knows. But it's time to say, well done, I did that, but what else could I do? So it's just a really good card. Spiritually, it's wonderfully as well, because I keep saying to people, spirituality isn't like a graph that just goes up and up and up. It goes up, plateaus, goes up, plateaus. And sometimes people get really, really frustrated on the plateaus, like I'm not moving forward again. But when you've reached a certain level and you've understood things and you're working with them, they need time to sink in. They need time to become part of your normality. They need time to become of your stability and your structure. And that's what this card's about spiritually as well, because it's saying, stop a wee while, take a wee deep breath, look back, see how far you've come. Were you managing to meditate every day last year? Oh, but you are now. Well done. Celebrate. You feel you're stuck on a wee plateau spiritually? No, you're not. You're having a little breathing space before the next rise comes. So celebrate it. Well done to so many of my friends, family, old clients, Facebook people that are taking their spirituality seriously and are fitting it in with their day-to-day lives. I get your emails, I get your replies on YouTube, which I love. I see how far you've come over the years. Remember, some of you I've known and worked for over 25 years. I don't forget. I know how good some of you have become, and I know how seriously you're working with your spirituality. So please Don't be upset if you're on a wee plateau. Use this wonderful Four of Wands card to enjoy that stability of spirituality. Enjoy where you are now and even celebrate it. Buy yourself a new crystal. Buy yourself a new tarot deck. Anything to mark what you would call a plateau and I would call a completion. So I hope you've liked that. Remember, like, subscribe, do the wee bell icon as well, and there should be a wee button with my face on it to subscribe. And I look forward to next week's weekly tarot card and a few other things I've got planned for the next couple of weeks. Many blessings now. Bye.